where secrets lie. There's a cure they try to hide. Dr. Kimchi, he's the guy with a mission and a spicy side. Dr. Kimchi, you're the one. Fighting battles, making puns. With your unity supply, we'll make cancer secrets fly. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. From the blockchain to the moon, real solutions coming soon. Chemotherapy's a scam. Dr. Kimchi's got the master plan. Dr. Kimchi, you're the one. Yeah, 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 yeah. Fighting battles, making puns. Yeah, 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 yeah. With your unity supply. Yeah, 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 yeah. We'll make cancer secrets fly. Locking 21% away for a brighter, better day. Kimchi power in our hands. Together we'll take a stand. Oh, Dr. Kimchi, you're the one. Fighting battles, having fun. With your unity supply, we'll make cancer secrets die. Join the mission, spread the word. Dr. Kimchi's voice must be heard. With the power of the crowd, we'll make cancer cure so proud. Curing cancer with a grin. Dr. Kimchi's here to win. Unity and spice combined for a future bright and fine.
Yo, 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 welcome, beautiful souls. What's going on? How's everybody doing out there? Give me a hell yeah if you're live and here with us live. And damn, I'm excited. What a week, everybody. It's crazy out there. It is crazy out there. We're going to talk about the craziness, but just want to take a moment to say thanks for being here live with us. It's a special time when you're in the room. You're there, you can feel the energy, you can feel the love, you can feel the blessings when we send blessings in your way. You can feel it because we're all one. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's just spiritual truth. So when I send you that love and other people in the room are there also sending you love because we're all one love. You can feel it. Welcome to Dr. Kimchi, the only crypto with its own weekly show and fun to fund and support amazing healers throughout the planet. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? A week from now, we're just going to be, guys, we're just going to be sending money to people who are going to be saving lives. That's crazy. We've been building up to this for a long time. I am super stoked about all of this. I don't want to give away too much because everything will be revealed very shortly. But wow, it's going to be juicy. We're going to have an amazing guest interview today. Trigger warning, guys. Trigger warning. If you love your chemotherapy, if you trust your big pharma, if you think the TV is telling you the truth, you don't want to watch the show today. Oh no, you will be triggered AF. You are going to take your laptop and you're going to throw it out the window. You want to see the show. If you accidentally found this, if you're like, I just want to see how Kamala Harris lost. She should have won the election. And you found this channel and you're like, let's just watch this. No. Not good. You're going to not have a good time. So you've all been warned. This guest, it's going to be juicy. That's all I'm going to say. I'll introduce him in a bit. I thought I'd do a little. We have to talk a little bit about the election, right, guys? I know we don't have to, but we kind of have to, right? This is crazy. So we're in the. I don't know who picked the. Give me a one. Give me a one in the chat room if you consciously pick the Trump wins timeline. I'm just curious. Because I decided to stay neutral. I'm like, I'm neutral. It's all good. And Trump, of course, I suspected he's going to crush it. But I'm like, well, let's see how seriously they're going to cheat. And he just decimated it. It's ridiculous. We are entering like Trump land for the next 4, maybe 8 years if they give him back the one he stole in 2020. Oopsie. Come on, everybody knows that. So it's very interesting timeline. I'm really excited about it. I'm amazed at so many things, even the fact that I was able to talk without my glasses on for that long in the bright lights. Boom! Oh, that's much better. So it's really, really fascinating to watch. And yeah. Hey, Randy, you better mean that you picked the Trump assassination timeline where he survived the assassination. Because look, some people, I can also feel that it's a little bit too quiet right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, the lefties there's some people protesting. Of course they are. But you know what I'm saying? It's still relatively like chill. Like, yeah, he won fair and square, big. That's it. So a lot can happen between now and then, and maybe the baddies are going to try and start, World War III, or the alien invasion is going to come now. Who knows what? But I'm just watching. I'm just observing. I'm just sending love to all beings involved, and I'm just rooting for the enlightenment of the planet. That's what I'm voting for. All beings remember we are one consciousness. That's my vote. And what about the election? All beings remember we're all one and we start loving on each other. That's my vote. All the healers get all the support they need. All the people that are sick get all the support they need. Everybody gets to do what they love in their life. And it's going to be a beautiful planet. That's where my energy is going. But it's fun to watch the show. It's fun to watch the crazy human poop show happening out there. It's great. So this is what I wanted to do, just tap in on a little spiritual teaching today about this very topic. But let's do a super short little mini meditation, an energetic clearing right at the beginning, just in case anyone's got any energetic baddies hanging around, draining your life force energy. It happened to me. It almost killed me many years ago, and now I feel great because I know how to clear my attachments. So we're going to do like a quick clearing, a little spiritual knowledge, and we're going to go straight into an interview. And the interview is going to be, I think, fascinating. Super, super, super fun show today. I'm really stoked. So let's take a moment, especially for the people, if you're resistant to the idea of a mini meditation, you need it the most. That's usually when your mind's like, I don't need that shit. You need that shit. And if you're like, I don't need an energetic clearing, I'm perfect, that'll be the negative entities and demonic attachments sometimes that are actually telling you you don't need that. So sit with it for a moment. Sit with it. Excellent. We're going to do a clearing now. So everybody get comfy. Just take one deep breath, folks. Just take one deep breath. Feel your body. Just do one more little breath. Okay, let's do a little prayer together. Spirit Master, Spirit Guides, Spirit World, Christ Consciousness, Higher Self. In this moment, we humbly ask you to please assist us in inviting any negative energies of any types that are affecting any of our brothers and sisters on this call to ascend to a higher level of consciousness where they will come into alignment with the will of the Creator, the will of love, so that they may do no harm to any beings furthermore. Okay, so we're asking any non-beneficial energies right now to ascend so they can be of service to all beings. Thank you, higher self. Thank you, creator, for assisting us in creating this invitation. May all beings be blessed. May all beings be happy. May all beings remember the truth of their eternal nature. And so it is. Let's just do a couple of more deep breaths, just feeling the body. Just sending a little gratitude to all the parts of our bodies that we never think about. Our lungs, feeling our heartbeat, just sending some love to our heart. All our blood vessels, our veins doing their job. Kidneys, liver, sending them some love. And let's just do one sweep, starting off at the feet, breathing into our feet, scanning the entire body all the way up the legs, through your hips, through your chest, all the way up to the top of the head. Big breath in, sending a wave of gratitude to the body, and then just exhaling gratitude all the way down. Thank you, body. You're doing a great job. And just one more big breath together. And when you're ready, come on back. Yeah. You see? That didn't hurt, right? That didn't hurt at all. But maybe you're not having your life force energy being sucked out anymore by some baddie. So that's a plus. It's my favorite tea currently. Turmeric and gingerman. Turmeric, ginger, lemongrass. That's it, lemongrass. Unbelievable, delicious with a little bit of honey and a little bit of coconut milk. That's my drug right there. All right. So let's drop a tiny bit of spiritual knowledge and then let's dive into our interview today. So there was a message from the universe. Let me just take a moment to remember what it was going to be. Okay, so it was about us putting our energy and being attached to all the drama that's actually outside of ourselves. This is something we all do, right? We do it all the time. What drama out there in the world, in the news, friends of friends, what's happening on the latest soap opera show, what's happening in politics. We put so much energy into stuff that's actually not our stuff. And we get invested energetically and we waste a lot of energy on things that actually have nothing to do with us. And it's one of those, it's just kind of how the universe operates. Every soul is given opportunities for them to discover themselves. Every soul is given opportunities for growth. That's why we're here. We're here for our soul's growth, right? So if a situation arises and it's in your reality, it's here, it's in your life, a friend needs help, right? Or you hear of some situation or you run into somebody, but life is always presenting us with opportunities to make decisions, to decide who we are, to decide how we want to act, right? That's what life is. Life is this whole planet is just one big school. That's what this is. We're an Earth school. So, but the problem is with us humans, with the matrix is so sneaky because it's designed to actually distract our life force energy away from the most important task, which is actually our own soul's development. That's actually what we're here for, to evolve to a higher level of consciousness in this incarnation, so that when we leave this reality, we come back, if we choose to incarnate again, and again, we'll be at a higher level of consciousness, hopefully, but we'll still have other lessons, other learnings, it's a constant evolution. It just goes on forever and forever and forever until eventually, hopefully, we attain full Christ consciousness. We merge with Source, and then maybe at that point you can be, you could be coming in another way, but you wouldn't be doing the human thing anymore. You could just be like popping around different planets. You might be showing up in different forms, but you may not be doing the human thing anymore. But that's actually what we're supposed to be doing, evolving our consciousness, right? But the Matrix has us take that energy that's supposed to be used for our journey and waste it and use all this energy worrying about and stressing about and getting attached to all these things that we can't actually control, which is insane. Why would you spend your life force energy worrying about any external thing that you can't affect it, you can't change it? It's just something happening out there, and you're giving it your psychic energy. And you got to realize, the dark forces, that's going to get real now. The dark forces actually feed off our psychic energy first. That's the number one, that's their loosh. Specifically, fear and worry. That's what they feed off of. And the entire Matrix has actually been created to sustain their feeding. That's actually how it's set up. The entire economic system, everything that we see, everything is all about people having to work hard and worry and panic and not be doing what they love, to be in a state of fear and anxiety and lack, so that we're in those lower vibrations, right? Worrying about how we're going to feed, how am I going to pay my rent, all this. I'm on, not being healthy, getting health problems. All these things are by design, so that they can feed off our stress and our fear. And at the highest levels, with the really dark stuff that's going on with the kids and losing of that energy, we don't have to go into all that. But that's just the next level of what they're doing, which is always draining our life force. So you can cut that at any point. This is what humanity is realizing. More and more people are realizing this. You can cut that at any point and just go, no, I'm not going to waste my energy on that. I'm going to live my life and spend my life force energy, my chi, my divine prana. I'm going to invest that in my own soul's evolution. That's the highest revolution. The highest revolution you can do is invest your God force into the evolution of your own soul. That's why we came down here. And keep in mind, it's really different for all people. This is another trap. Looking at someone's, you should be doing this or you should be doing that. No. You're supposed to be living your life in integrity, doing what your soul's calling you to do and going through your own lessons, and everyone else is going through their lessons. That's just how it is. And we can't judge, this person should do that or this person. No. Only the ego wants to judge. But the consciousness, the pure love that we are, our real self, big self, capital S, there's no judgment. There's just living. There's just existence. There's just being in this moment, in this incarnation, living your soul's purpose. So guys, as much as it's fun looking at that crazy shit, it is entertaining. It's entertaining. I like my funny memes, guys. I like my funny memes. If I started posting memes on the show, it would just be an hour and a half of memes, and everyone would be like, "Bro, like this is too much. When are you going to interview the dude?" So I don't even put them up. Focus on what you can do. Trust that the creator of all that is supporting you fully in your journey and is always going to shove in your face the people that you need to help, the experiences that are there for your spiritual growth. They're all going to show up in your reality. Just trust that process and focus on being the highest version of you, being in service to others, loving on people, treating people with as much love and compassion as we can, even though it's tough and we get triggered and we're not perfect. Do the best you can. And just trust that the outside world is gonna sort itself out. And if you're called from a deep soul level to get into the world and do something to change it, absolutely, then that's right for you. But don't waste your energy looking and worrying about shit that's out there, unless it's your soul's purpose to actually go out there and do something about it. If it's not your mission to do something about it, let it go and focus on what is your mission. Okay, and that's what was coming through for this particular time when everybody's looking at the TV and losing their shit one way or the other. Guys, it doesn't fucking matter. We don't even know. It's hard to even say like what's actually the best timeline. Like God knows what the best timeline is. We think we know what the best timeline is. We don't know shit. How many times have you thought you knew what you were doing with your life? Right? Are you doing with your life what you thought 5 years ago you're gonna be doing with your life? Seriously. Are you dating the person that you thought you were gonna be dating 5 years ago? Come on, guys. Life is a constant stream of change forever. We have no idea what's going to go down. Okay, just trust the big plan. Do your part, and it's going to be good. But your life, our life force energy, guys. This is why they want so much chaos, because that's how they get our good stuff. And it tells you everything. The fact that all of this has been created for them to get our deliciousness, to get our energy, our psychic energy. Don't feed it to them. Don't feed it to them, guys. Pick your timelines consciously. Be aware that we are in a multiverse, and there's always different versions of reality unfolding. And the best way to make sure you're being pulled into the one that's in the highest for your soul is to be on your mission. Vibrate high. Be in a state of joy. And it only makes sense that you're going to attract that timeline that's most in resonance with your vibration. That's where you're going to go. That's actually how consciousness works. If you're all about making money and being greedy and fucking people over in business deals, dude, you're not going into 5D, whatever you want to call it, New Earth, where everybody's in a state of love. You're not going there. You're going to go to some version of reality where it's still about money and war and people are greedy dickheads. And you can experience that for another 480,000 lifetimes if you want, or drop it. And let's go into the New Earth where we're all one. This is going to be beautiful. So that's it. Manage your energy well, people. Don't let them steal your energy, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to use that energy to co-create heaven on earth, and it's here now, in this beautiful moment, right now. Can I get a hell yeah, people? Is this making sense, or did I just eat too many mushrooms for breakfast? Come on. I'm gonna take a sip of tea. Stop me when I'm lying. Oh my God, that's good. Randy asks if I drink coffee. I sometimes I go through phases, but I don't love I kind of like the taste of it if it's got honey and it's made a certain way. I like it sometimes, but it makes me poop. I immediately poop my pants. So for that reason, yeah, I go through phases. I think I've decided caffeine isn't super good for humans. So generally speaking, I think I'm using the wrong mic, guys. I'm going to switch. Test. Okay, one sec. Hey, everybody. How's it going? This should sound a little bit better. I just switched to this professional microphone. For the last 20 minutes, I've been like a douche, holding this up and actually not using this microphone. That's right. We run a professional show here. 111 eyeballs. Woo! What's up, Abraham? How you doing, Natasha X? Where's Dr. Kimchi? Natasha, if you're new to the project, every single being on the planet that wants to do good in this world, that wants to become the most self-realized, enlightened version of themselves is Dr. Kimchi. So I'm like comedy Kimchi. I'm like funny. I interview people. I could also be called like conspiracy theory, comedy Kimchi. I have different Kimchi names. But the real Dr. Kimchi is within you. You have to decide which Kimchi you are. And we have real doctors also. They're also Dr. Kimchi. Everybody's Dr. Kimchi. So I didn't see any hell yes there. Maybe my mic cut out when I said give me a hell yeah. If that rant made sense. Maybe y'all are feeling shy today. That's okay. I like the sound of my own voice, so y'all could just totally just be awkward there and say nothing. Totally fine. All right. So I guess I'll do a little quick any questions about the rant? Feel free, guys. Feel free. So our first guest, he's going to be in the room in a second, but I'll get people a little bit hyped up. I like to do a little hype sometimes. So I heard about this guy recently, actually. He basically he took shot number 1. Okay, he didn't know. Took the shot, almost immediately got cancer. Realized it was a shot. They wanted to chemo the shit out of him, which is what they do with everybody, obviously, because that's how you make that juicy money. And he was like, "No, I'm not going to do that." And he basically went and figured it out, and learned he did an insane amount of research, healed himself fully from the cancer, and then he wrote this massive book about it, which is insane. I looked at the book; it's just like so much stuff. You're like, wow. So he really knows this stuff. And yeah, he just wants to let everybody know what he learned and drop crazy knowledge. So he's a G, and I'm very excited. So he's going to be coming on. So he should be here any second. Let me just, I'll check my Telegram, see if he messaged me. Okay, I told him to go in, have the keys, shy to go in the room. But I meant to say to him, be in the room. I'll see you in the room, and I could just click a button that allows you to speak. So hopefully he'll be in here in a sec. So where's everybody? Where is everybody tuning in from today? Give me your cities. We are live, by the way, so I can see your comments. I like how people behave like that's just a replay. They just did a pre-record and we don't have to say anything. No, we do it live, so you can yell at me, you can ask questions, you can ask the guest questions, we can hang out together. It's fun. It's a whole experience. It's the Dr. Kimchi experience. It's fun. So where's everybody at? Question from Natasha X. I like you just because you have an X at the end of your name. What type? Well, I'll let him get into all those details because he's going to tell his whole story. So you'll be finding that out momentarily. Union City, New Jersey, Mafia Town. Plenty of people disappeared mysteriously in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. Where else is everybody at? What else was I going to talk about this week? Yeah, that was the main thing. That was the main thing. The fun, absolute insanity of the elections. Oh yeah, that was my favorite meme. I guess I'll start getting memes ready, and then if there's an opportunity, I'll sneak them in. The favorite meme for me was it just had the images of like the election years, like 2012, 2000, and it has the amount of votes for the Democrats each year, and then for 2020 it was like 15 million more, and it's just like, hey, can you spot the pattern? So it's really fun. Like I think that's what they've done on purpose now. They've just clearly, they're like, yeah, let them steal one. And then afterwards, when they crush it, you look back and everyone just go, oh, they stole that one. That's awkward. So yeah, so it's really obvious now. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm entertained by them making everything obvious at this point. So that's kind of fun. Okay, so our guest is having a technical issue, even though we did a little trial yesterday. I will type to him. Well, while he figures that out, I'm just chilling with you guys. What's going on? I did watch one of the reaction videos on Twitter. It's fun, but like, I don't like. You just know it's going to just be the people with the lib people losing their shit and screaming. It's like I kind of just feel bad for them because they're so brainwashed that they think, you know what I mean? Like I've seen a couple, but I don't really spend my time on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't spend my time on it. But if there's a really funny one, you could always send it to us, and we can even use it in the show. Yeah. Yes, that's right. Somebody said Randy's like, I think Trump will exit the world stage, or we will get a three-term President Trump. Could be. That was something we were thinking about the other day. We were like, well, technically he won in 2020, and it didn't work because they stole it. So what if he they'd have to maybe change the law or do something. But technically, maybe he gets that term back and he goes boom, boom, back to back. That would be hilarious. That'd be really funny. Yeah, that would be really funny. That'd be really funny. But there's all these more and more people are learning that actually there's not just the USA. There's like the private corporation of the United States, which is bankrupt and super corrupt, and is like doing the most evil stuff possible. But then there's the republic based on the Constitution and all that kind of stuff, and both actually exist. So there's lots of people who have been saying for years that he could like close down or go bankrupt with the private corporation, which is super evil, and then actually be the first president. So he'd be the last president of the corporation, shut it down, and then become president of the Republic of the United States. And they're two separate things. So that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Zach asks, here's a nice question from Zach.
What do you have to do to get listed on a major exchange? I'd love to hear how that happens. You got to sleep with somebody, Randy. You gotta get naked, and you have to do terrible, terrible things with someone sexually to get listed on an exchange. Or wait for it, you got to pay lots of money. And we're not willing to do either of those things, neither sexually nor financially. We're just going to keep doing amazing things, having great shows, and funding amazing healers, and helping people get help that can't afford it. And then one day, exchanges will be like, "Yo, we love you guys. You guys keep popping off. Can we list you?" And we'll say, "How much you going to pay us, bro? What are you going to pay us?" And if they don't pay us the big money into our charity wallet, obviously for healers, we're not gonna say yes. So we're opposite coin. We're pretty much opposite coin in every way. We're not doing it to make tons of money. It's about other people, not about ourselves. It's pretty much opposite land all the way across. We're like, how do we get other people rich and fund epic humans? Let's start a cryptocurrency, and that's Dr. Kimchi. So a little bit different, but that's why we're like, we don't care about exchange. We don't care. We're just gonna keep doing epic shit, and then when it catches on, things will happen. I don't want to say too much, but I'm going to be on some shows. There's going to be some things. I'm going to be on some shows talking about the project. Coming weeks, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Wiggles said, amazing. I don't know what they were talking about, but I'm glad they said amazing. Let's check on the next bonk. We'll see. Can you imagine what would happen though? That's our goal. That's our goal. We've said it publicly. We want to get it to like $1 billion market cap, because that would put millions of dollars in our charity wallet to crush it and just do crazy shit. And the big pharma's not going to like it, but that's what makes it extra fun. Helping people while trolling big pharma, extra fun for us. So that's kind of what we're doing. Let's see if our friend is ready to come in. Okay, weird. It's not letting him in. That's so strange. Okay, I'm going to send him a new invite link. Let's try this. Typing. That's the problem when you use a fancy mic. Now I'm typing with one hand. It's not as good. Not as good. Well, as he comes in, oh, here we go. I heard a sound. Oh my God. It's amazing. Okay. So I've run a pre intro so people know. So what else is there to say? I want to hear his crazy ass story. His name is, I don't know if I would say his name correctly. I think it's Raucher, Greg Raucher, but he can correct me when he comes in the room. So let's give him some love to the fantastic Greg Raucher. Here he is in the room. Bam. Hello, sir.
There I am.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. You made it. That was so weird. You're using the same link as yesterday, and it doesn't want to let you in. What's going on?
I don't know. It wouldn't work, but I'm in.
Beautiful. Happy that you're here. You made it. So, the big question is, who are you, and what is this crazy story you want to share with the people of this world? Because it's a juicy one, and I've already warned people that if they love big pharma, if they love chemotherapy, if they trust the narrative, they're going to get triggered, and then they're going to either wake up or they're not going to like it. But I'm of course joking. People already know what the deal is. But yes, please let people know who you are and what's happened.
Well, in December of 2023, I finished working on the pipeline here in Canada, and I noticed gradually over a week that my lymph nodes on the left side of my neck were starting to swell. So, having been a medic before, I thought, okay, maybe it's an infection. I went and I took a requisition from blood work that I had, showed my white blood cells were normal, and then I knew it was cancer. I went and I saw a head and neck specialist. He ordered a biopsy, and it came back definite cancer. By then, my lymph nodes were swollen like a big baseball on the side of my neck. That showed me that it had already metastasized and was advanced. Um, the issues that I ran into was there's very little information, Alex, out there. People just don't know. They don't get the answers from the doctors. The doctors will not tell you. And this is the big problem that I ran into. So I started to research, and there's no information out there. You have to really dig for that information because big pharmacies, they don't want it out there. They just want total control. They control the doctors. The doctors have to toe the line. If they don't, big pharma has so much power, they can lose their license. Uh, so I found that I had to, like I say, really dig for the questions that I wanted to ask the doctor. And I still never got it. They give you the pat on the shoulder, the fatherly type of information, and it's very basic. This is, you've got cancer. We're going to take care of you. Here's the treatments. And they don't tell you what the side effects are. They don't tell you that, the more chemotherapy that they give you, the more money they make. The more the pharmaceutical companies just push it. So, over the course of, I guess until I started writing the book, I spent thousands of hours on the computer. I would go around the clock. Uh, Sometimes I'd be looking and, wow, 26 hours is gone. I got to get some rest. And then I get right back at it. This was 7 days a week. I, I I think the biggest thing that I could share with people, Alex, is don't be afraid of your cancer. Don't be afraid. It's something that can be cured. They don't tell you that they'll cure you, and the oncologist won't tell you that he'll cure you. They'll just tell you that they can make it so that your cancer is not noticeable on their scans. But to cure you, they will never tell you that they can cure you. Never. And that's because of pharmaceutical companies, again, big pharma. I'm totally against big pharma. I'm just, and they want to push pills. They don't give answers. They give pills. They give you this treatment, that treatment. You really don't know what's going on. You have to take control of your own health. And that's what I did. I researched, made my own protocol. And after taking my own protocol for just shy of 3 months, my stage 3 head and neck cancer was gone. And it's staying gone. I use a maintenance dose now. My cancer is gone. And I've got a quality of life. Big pharma doesn't look at us as people. And if people think that big pharma cares about you, they don't. You are a walking dollar sign. That's all you are. You just get added to their bottom line. They know that you're going to take the pills, they're going to take the chemo, you're going to go through the radiation, and it's just one big club. The doctors and the pharmaceutical companies. And they're like this. We have to break that cycle. We have to be able to say, I am going to break that cycle. I'm going to change them to me and make that choice. Just make that choice. I don't know if people have questions that I can answer. I see one there that I had in head and neck cancer. I had my cancer started in the back of my left tonsil, moved to the whole back of my tongue and into my lymph nodes. And it was in every major lymph node in my neck. And once it metastasizes like that, it's advanced. So what they classed my cancer was it was a squamous cell, small squamous cell carcinoma, and I was HPV positive. Now, HPV stands for the human papillomavirus, basically herpes. 75% of the population in the world probably has that virus. For those people that don't have it, I would say there is an inoculation. Again, it's a vaccine, they say, that will prevent getting this type of cancer, HPV cancer, simply by knocking down, preventing the herpes virus. But most people have it. So, again, um, my cancer was very aggressive. Um, it was a hormone based cancer. What most people don't realize, even your tonsils are a hormone organ. Okay. And most people don't realize that. They think of the pituitary, um, the thyroid, but tonsils are in that grouping. Now, I was fortunate in one way that they could not do surgery on me because there was just what they call too much structure. And that's what they'll tell you is structure, which means that there's just too much tissue they would have had to remove, and it was not possible. So, again, I would tell people don't be afraid to ask the doctors questions. Don't be afraid just to say, you know what? I don't want big pharma interfering in my life. I don't need big pharma. I don't need their lies, their deception, because that's what it is. They lead us down that garden path and tell us everything's going to be okay. And it's not. Recurrent cancers, if people want to know, recurrent cancers again across all cell lines, some are more, some are less, is an average of 60% of the people that get treated by big pharma are going to have cancer again in that period from 1 to 5 years. 60%. I treated myself. My chances of getting cancer back again are probably less than zero, Alex. And I've got a quality of life. I have 8 grandchildren. I got 5 kids, and I get to enjoy them.
Yeah, one of the things I've understood recently, actually, and it kind of understanding gets deeper the more I'm around. But they never big pharma they never look at the root cause of anything, right? They never look at the root cause, the reason why. So they'll mask it, they'll cover it up, they'll give you painkillers, whatever. And chemo is an obvious one. It doesn't make any sense. It destroys your immune system. So even if you kill some cells, whatever background reason was responsible for the tumor is going to keep happening, right? It doesn't make sense that it would just go away. Like it doesn't make any logical sense. And recently, we've actually had people on the show that were talking about. It's actually often it's an emotional reason. It's a trauma or a stress that happened to somebody, and if you can actually resolve what that trauma is, it can go away. But of course, there can be other factors, health factors. There's potentially. But have you personally actually gone down that rabbit hole of like it can be an emotional cause for many of these cancers? Obviously, if you get the jab, and we know they're full of poison and they're made to make you unhealthy. So of course, that can be a cause on its own today. So that's like a new that's an extra level of like holy shit for the body. But yeah, just curious if you've looked into the emotional aspect.
Yeah, they never did tell me at all at any point that they knew the cause of my cancer. And they just don't want to tell you. They want total control. Um, I know what caused my cancer now. And you know what it was? The COVID shot. I was up working in a mine up north in 2020, February, just after, of course, I live in Canada. So our Prime Minister, Trudeau, got in what they called the vaccines. Oh, and everything was promoted as this is going to be a game changer. It's going to be life saving, and it's turned out to be a killer. Um, the biggest regret I have is ever believing them. You know, we're so indoctrinated right from our youth that the doctors will take care of us. Well, I believe them, and now we see the proof that these COVID shots it's just a death warrant. It's just a death warrant, a ticking time bomb for everybody that's just taking it. And it's unfortunate, um, that I took it, but I know that's what caused my cancer. There's a direct link to it now, especially for the HPV cancers. But now they've come out with, as Dr. Mathis has probably talked about, the turbo cancers, the huge rise in cancers, and it just correlates to the COVID.
Yeah, it is crazy. The thing like it never used to exist. Young people in their 20s getting turbo cancer, where they get diagnosed and they're dead in like 2 weeks rather than 2 years. It's really freaky.
Yeah, it's really sad that these people are losing their children at a young age. These athletes that are healthy, very healthy, suddenly dropping dead on their soccer fields, their baseball fields, the football. It doesn't matter. Right across the line, all these young people, and it should never have happened. Never. And they've got to be answerable to the rest of us. We have to find a way, such as what you do, to bring this to the forefront and tell people that this is happening. If you took the COVID shots, I believe that Dr. Mackes has provided treatments that you can do for yourself, natural, to mitigate the problems with these shots. I see somebody's asking me what was the treatment. Well, when I started researching, I took my first thing was CBD oil. Then I found that for my type of cancer, adding in an isolate of the hemp plant, CBC, just made it so much stronger. And I took the Rick Simpson oil, which people my age can relate to. We used to take that oil, it's hash oil. And, we used it way back then, but it works. And that combination alone made my lymph glands go flat to normal in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It took the cancer out of my lymph nodes. Then I took, of course, everybody's heard ivermectin. Okay? And I wholly believe that ivermectin, from all my research in my book that I wrote, I've got 52 different cancer lines that ivermectin absolutely works. And this is the problem with research when people go on to do it. Big pharmacy, they control, I guess, probably 90% of the research that's out there. They find that ivermectin was working, they canceled the study. Or they downplayed it and said, well, we don't think it works that great. and we're not going to pursue it because there's no money. They can't patent it. It was the same thing with fenbendazole, membendazole. So many of the natural products that I list in my book work, and I've got scientific studies that I found were done without the involvement of big pharmacare. And they work. They absolutely work. So, Natasha, all I can say is that when you research and you look at treatments, look into the CBD products, take THC. In my book, I list how to take them safely because you do want to be safe when you take this still. There are receptors in our body for CBD that you have to watch the dose. Your body has to build up to it. Ivermectin, again, there are safe doses, but it absolutely 100% works. Fenbendazole, absolutely 100% works. There's so many products that I took in my own protocol. And I list them in the book. I list another 17 different products, and I give direct links to those products. The ivermectin, I developed a dosage calculator. It's on my website, telling people that you just punch in your weight and it gives you safe dose levels. Problem with ivermectin, if you take too much, it can cross the blood-brain barrier, and now you're giving yourself central nervous system problems. So you have to be safe with that. But my dosage calculator can do that for you. Fenbendazole is a standard dosage. Mebendazole is a standard dosage, but you have to be able to know what that is. So be safe, Natasha. If you're going to take these products, I do have a book that lists them. I've got a lot of information in the book on my website. I constantly update the information in the blog that's on my website. My thing, Alex, is I want to help people. I want to get that information out there. There's so many people that just have nowhere to turn, and it affects your family, your children, maybe your grandchildren. It affects your friends. Certainly, you get depressed, and there's an answer to that. There's an answer to that, and then people like Dr. Marcus, like you, are bringing out the information that there are places to turn to, and go natural. Just go natural, because fair pharmacare, or there is no fair. There's no fair pharmaceutical company out there. They are in it for the money. They're not in it for your health. Point blank. Your family doctor knows absolutely nothing about cancer. Trust me, they know nothing about it. The oncologist, well, they're married to the big pharma. That's it. There's a marriage there. So I don't know if anybody has, um, any questions basically about their cancers. As I say in my book, I list so many of them, Alex. As you read my book, parts of it you can attest. I probably got too much information.
It might be. I didn't want to tell people how big the book is because that might scare people. But yeah, I can't imagine anybody wouldn't know what to do if they read the book. I mean, it's a lot of information. Yeah. Yeah. Any questions from people tuning in would be totally cool. I was just curious myself. because there's so much information. It's such a huge topic. Is there something that you learned in your journey of acquiring all this knowledge that really blew you away? Anywhere, is there something you learned where you're like, wow, absolutely, you had like a brain explosion that you'd want to share, whether it's about treatments or just about cancer itself or anything in your process? I'm just wondering.
Yeah, the thing that I found, like I say, in my journey, was that there were no answers on the web. My doctor couldn't provide any answers. All he could do was get me into to see the oncologist faster. That was all he could do. Um, and the oncologist didn't give me the answers. Uh, the I wasn't scared. I wasn't afraid to die. Um, and that was a process in itself that I had to look at my cancer and just say, okay, I've got it. Doctors aren't telling me how I got it. They're going to treat the symptom, not the cause, where natural products treat the cause. In the book, I wanted to give enough information. As you saw, there's a lot of information. But when I tell the people I give what they're going to give you in the cancer centers. I'll tell you what they do. I'll tell you the questions that you need to ask your oncologist. You need to ask your family doctor. I give a whole list of questions, basically on right from the start of having the cancer and working right through to what they want to do as treatment. Uh, I guess the best thing I can advise people is stay away from them. Stay away from them. They've got nothing to offer you but the same old treatment that they've been trying to do for over 100 years, and it hasn't cured people. It'll put you into remission. Granted, I'll give them that. But you take chemotherapy, you're killing every cell in your body. That's it. Your quality of life, you don't have quality of life. To give you an example, Alex, I'm helping a gentleman here where I am currently. He had the same cancer that I did. They could do surgery on him. He can't swallow now. He's got so much scar tissue. His reflex, you lose your reflex to swallow. You lose that ability to swallow. They'll put a tube into the side of your body to feed you now. No quality of life. So they want to do more surgery on him. They want to give him 37 weeks of chemo and radiation. And I told him it's going to kill him. It will kill him. No quality of life. You're going to be sick every day. Every day you're going to be sick. I took my protocol and I felt better every day. I maintained my weight. I maintained my weight, which is something that a cancer patient finds hard to do, is maintain weight. And actually, I probably gained weight, Alex, because once it started to work, my stress was gone. So in the book, I'll tell you how to approach your doctor, the questions you want answered. You and the biggest one is what type of cancer, because as soon as you know exactly what type of cancer you have, now you know how to fight it. And in the book, I can show you how to fight it. I can show you the research studies. Alex, every time that I give an example of how ivermectin will work, I give the link at the bottom to show the people what study it came from. They can go in, they can read that whole study. More so, at the bottom of those studies are more studies that actually will lead them. It's thousands of research studies that I looked at, and they can see this. I just want people to get well. It breaks my heart to see, as I put in the book, how does a parent tell their children, I've got this cancer, the doctors are telling me I'm terminal. I don't believe I'm terminal. I don't believe it. Um, I'm helping people right now that I've gone on Facebook groups. Uh, I've told them basically that natural products can heal you. I've had people write to me in private messages, and I've been helping them. I've got people over in Europe. I've got people in Australia that I've sent protocols to, and I had one woman come on and write me a message and just say, she was thanking God that she found me. She's finally able to sleep at night now, taking the protocols. She's not in as much pain anymore, and it shows that it's working. And this is, I see somebody here just saying the source is from India. Be very, very careful. I list safe sources. I'll give them that in the book. I list the safe sources because from India, they have no control. There's no pharmaceutical control in India. So be careful where you're getting your products from. It may not be what's listed on the package. So it's like, of course, with everything, it's buyer beware. And I can see from the comments here, somebody said, "What is the name of my website?" Well,
I posted
you
it
would
up.
have to go to Brighter. I can put this down here, and if I can
Yeah.
comment,
I've
well,
already put it up, and
okay,
I'm gonna add it to the Twitter feed as well, so
yeah.
everybody will have it. Yep.
I don't know if I can put it in there. Okay, okay. I'm new to this student stuff. People, I'm 73 years old. I'm
Can you still hear me,
73
Greg?
years old, and I've got the energy again. Um, I'm at the ranch, my brother's ranch, and I'm out there pushing big round bales around and living life. There's
Yeah.
my website.
Yeah, that's the private chat, Greg. But I've already put it up for everybody in the public chat, and I'll put it on the Twitter so everybody will be able to find it.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, and everybody can find it on there. uh, it I put it together that way, very simple. It's easy to navigate, um, and I've got a blog in there, Alex, so that people can get involved in finding more information. They can ask me questions on the blog, and I'm still researching. I'm still finding things that um, people need to know. One thing I'll tell them about radiation:
Hmm.
there's lifetime doses, Alex. Doctors won't tell you this, but you have a lifetime dose, and that's radiation is absorbed energy into your body, and you can only take so much of it. Radiation itself will cause cancer. The radiation treatments they are giving you will cause cancer. They don't want you to know that. You're a dollar sign. You're just there so that they can all make money. And I'm not saying that all doctors are like that, because certainly we have people like Dr. Marcus who is speaking out. Um, Peterson, McCullough. There's multitudes of doctors speaking up now, but unfortunately, they aren't in the cancer centers. They aren't there. Because if they are, they're fired. They're terminated. They lose their
Yeah.
job in the cancer center. They have to toe the line.
I like to believe that probably most doctors who got into the profession did have a genuine intention to do good. Unfortunately, they're not aware that the Rockefeller, medical system, once it got taken over, it's totally corrupt, and it's about keeping people sick and taking their money, and that's just an unfortunate reality. But during 2020, a lot more doctors woke up to that reality and started speaking out. So at least now you can get the information. But before 2020, I mean, most people really had no idea. So it's changing very quickly now. Now it's really hitting the mainstream. RFK's like on TV going, "We're gonna take down big pharma," like it's crazy right now. So this is all coming down, and it's cool to have you at the forefront with your book, dropping the knowledge. But um, I think we're gonna see people wake up really fast in the next few years. Yeah.
It is. It was a big wake up call for me and for most of you people. Um, you know, like I see somebody here, Matthew Helma. Ivermectin does cross the blood-brain barrier, but you have to be at very high doses. And I've got on my dosage calculator, I give the absolute maximum dose for a terminal for um, cancer patient. And it does cross the blood-brain barrier. And that is at a dose that would be equivalent, I guess, of about 2.5 milligram per kilogram of body weight. So my dose calculator goes by body weight. And when I started taking ivermectin, I thought, okay, it's just a free for all, but it's not. You have to be very careful with it. It's like any product. Use it safely, and it's going to work appropriately. Um, I took for ivermectin. I can tell people what I took. My ivermectin dosage. I would take an average of 4.5 milliliters of liquid a day. I'm not a big proponent of the paste, but if that's all that you can get, the liquid is easier to measure out and easier to take. And I had access to it. So I took on average 4.5 milliliters a day, once daily. I took 440 milligrams of fenbendazole. I took my CBD tincture that I made myself out of CBG, and CBC oils in a mixture of coconut oil, because you need that to be absorbed into your body properly. I took berberine. I took vitamin D. Um, and here's one thing that I really caution everybody that's got cancer. Do not take bodybuilding supplements like mass gainers or bodybuilding supplements of any kind. When you're on this protocol, on a natural protocol, you're killing your cancer by different mechanisms. And these supplements, be very careful. They will feed the cancer. They will undo what the natural products are trying to do. So be very, very careful. There's one common one. It's called NAC, NAC, N-acetylcysteine. It will reverse what fenbendazole is doing to the cancer. It will stop the fenbendazole's action. And that's just one of them. So I stopped everything but vitamin D. Okay. and there is a reason for it. So my protocol was very simple. I took the ivermectin and fenbendazole once a day. Fenbendazole is not water soluble. You have to take it with a fatty meal. You have to take it mixed with yogurt, high fat yogurt, plain yogurt. And you mix it, let it sit for about 10 minutes, mix it again, and swallow it after a meal. It gives you up to almost 10 times the amount, the absorption. So that's huge. Ivermectin, you'll read that they say, oh, take it on an empty stomach. No, you take it with a meal. Again, the absorption rate goes right up. So, and it works. It absolutely works. Some people can, um, say they can't find the products in their country. Australia is a great example. Very hard to get, but you can get it. And if they want to know, they can get on the blog, they can ask me a question, and I can tell them how to get it. If they're having a real problem, I'll send it to them. I will send it to them because I want them healed. That's the bottom line. Why I wrote my book is to heal people. And
Beautiful.
anything I can do. I'm not a doctor. Yes, I used to be a medic for 11 years, but I'm not a doctor.
Got to say that, otherwise they come
I want
after you.
people to understand that you have to take responsibility for your own health. Get the book, read it, and it will help you.
Beautiful. One question for you. So, what other than people going and grabbing the book? But I'm curious. Do you what do you need help with in terms of like getting this message out? I mean, do you have a general plan? Do you just want to, are you going to do more interviews? Do you want to print physical copies? I'm just curious. Do you have like an idea of how you want to move forward to get the word out, and what could you need assistance with from people out there that might want to get involved or help kind of just get the book out there?
Well, with the book, it'll lead you to a far greater understanding. Like I say, I have the blog. People can certainly post questions. I have a place where they can ask questions for me. They can send me, and I don't mind answering questions. In fact, I encourage people to ask. Um, what I don't know, I'll find out for you. I'll find out for you because I have I have websites. I have two computers going, Alex. I've got so much information. I got flash drives that I've stored it on. You want to ask me a question? I don't know. I will find the answer off of one of the websites that I've gone to before. Okay. Um, in the book again, like I know people have questions and uh, you know certainly it's so hard to it's so overwhelming.
Mhm.
So overwhelming. I I know where some of the people are coming from, a lot of the people, where they've got this cancer and no questions are being answered by the oncologist. Their family doctor's not giving them answers. Um, the book has got a lot of answers. The terminology that you find in there, the researchers use the terminology that is unique to them. I found myself just my head was swimming with all these terms. I don't know what they are. So I gave a glossary of terms in the book. It's there. My index um, is linked to it. Just click on their glossary of terms, and it'll take you there. And if you have a question, okay, what does this word mean? What does that mean? Because the studies are, as I said, scientific. There are terms you're not going to understand. After reading the book for a while, you will gain an understanding. Go to the glossary terms.
Awesome. Someone was just asking about the name of the blog.
Well, the blog is inside my website,
Okay.
and when they go onto the website, they will see everything that's in there. I've got a blog on cancer, neuropathy. I've had neuropathy for 14 years, and mine came from statins, and I explained that in the blog. But more so, chemotherapy will give you neuropathy. That's something the doctors don't tell you. That's something they don't tell you. But most of the people that go through chemotherapy will get neuropathy, peripheral neuropathy,
What's
and
the
it's
definition
painful.
of what's the definition of
It's a
neuropathy?
lifetime disease.
What is it though?
Well, the definition of neuropathy is it's when you have your nerve endings go right to the end. Say in my hand here, and the nerve endings go right to the bottom, right to the end, and they're just underneath the surface of the skin, and they're made up of neurons. And these neurons have a coating on them, and they're joined like little links, just like your finger would be, like the bony joints in there. The neurons have those links. Well, when you get neuropathy, those links get broken, and it shoots pain signals. The signals get all mixed up from those nerves, and it shoots up pain signals to your brain. You get numbness, tingling, and like I say, extreme pain, stabbing pains. It feels like somebody's shoving steak knives into you. That's how bad it is.
Thanks.
When I started to research neuropathy, and this is something for the people that may be thinking that chemotherapy is the greatest thing. When you get neuropathy from chemotherapy, it's a lifetime disease. There's no cure for it. They're working on it. Winsantor is a company that is doing clinical trials on it. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed. It's a terrible disease. But when you get it, it's for life. And I would say to people, think twice about chemo just based on that one thing at all. So the signals that you get from peripheral neuropathy means that you have to go on some drugs. That's the only thing that you can do it. The stats on this, Alex, are terrible. 70% of the people go on opiate drugs, which means you're addicted. You've got an opiate addiction. 20% commit suicide. The pain is so bad, they can't walk, they can't hold anything. Um, I have trouble walking, but I push push through the pain. And 10% of the people, like myself, will deal with the pain without going on opiates. But I'm on gabapentin, and it's a horrible drug. It's a horrible drug. Um, I have trouble keeping my temper in check. It affects that. Neuropathy affects your sleep. You don't get good sleep. I'm up probably 2, 3 times a night taking more medication so that I can sleep. I've run across no natural product that works, and I'm looking. Trust me, I'm looking. Again, unfortunately, with this disease, if you take chemotherapy and you get neuropathy, you're going to be like me, still beholding, and it really bothers me to say it, that I'm beholding to big pharma to give me that medication. to control that disease.
I've got a tip from personal experience. Long story, but valerian root tea helped me once after some really bad ayahuasca ceremonies where I couldn't sleep. It knocked me out, like straight knocked me out. It saved my life. So very powerful if you get the natural form of it, not a tea bag. You actually get the root and you make tea. It's unbelievable. Have you tried that?
Yeah, the thing with neuropathy is that there is over 100 different types.
Well,
So again, it becomes what type do you have? It's like finding cancer. What type of cancer do you have? Somebody's posting there acupuncture. I've tried acupuncture. I've gone to Chinese herbal stores. I've tried. So far, I've not been lucky with finding anything that has worked for me. And everybody's body is different. Your body reacts to different substances in a different way. Not everybody's going to get the same type of neuropathy from chemotherapy. You may have it in your hands. You may have it in your feet. Certainly, you'll know the cause. Certainly, you'll know the cause, but you're not going to know how your body is going to react to acupuncture, to like you're saying, the valerian root, sleep aids, because the sleep aids, I can take melatonin, I can enough to knock out an elephant. If my feet are hurting and I get the stabbing pains, I'm awake. That's how bad the pain is. So I caution people, chemotherapy will give you neuropathy.
and we had one question. I think we'll do this one last question and then we'll wrap it up. But Abraham was asking, what's your opinion on immunotherapy? Any thoughts on that?
Okay, immunotherapy. In my book, I cover that. Immunotherapy is really trying to help your body fight the cancer. And they're trying to, you can call it immunotherapy, targeted therapy. It has side effects. Everything they do has side effects. Okay, and understand that. Immunotherapy will, when you have cancer, your cancer tricks your natural killer cells to ignore them. Immunotherapy is trying to wake up what they call, it's a, I'll put it here so everybody can see it, P53 gene. If you can relay that to them, that's part of the process that your natural killer cells work. If and cancer suppresses that gene, and there's a number of genes, and in the book I list them. Like you're going to learn so much about your genetic makeup and how it affects the cancer, and how your cancer tricks the body to ignore them, and how natural products actually, ivermectin, fenbendazole, they build up your immune system. You can fight this without, because immunotherapy, they're giving you more drugs. Okay, every drug that you take is going to have side effects. So, immunotherapy, target therapy, they're coming out with new things all the time, but it's just more drugs. Just big pharma is not giving you what they should be. The ivermectin, the fenbendazole, the mebendazole, just so much, Alex. So
Well,
much that
if the
I
system
love
if the
people
system
to to see. And, people say, well, why are you selling the book? And I'm going to mention this quite openly. I had to build a website. That wasn't cheap. I have to have it maintained. I'm 73. I grew up in a time with no computers. Am I computer literate? Yes. But when I was doing things, I was working in DOS and HTML code. That's no longer the way they do things. So I'm not saying I'm too old to learn. I'm just out of sync with what's going on there. But you know, it I put the price of the book there, and I'm going to tell them, if you don't mind, Alex,
Sure.
it's 1995 Canadian. For the people that are watching from the States or other places, um, it becomes cheaper for them. And the reason I put it there, I wanted it to be
It's cheaper than
accessible
chemo.
for everyone. But I still have to maintain my website. I'm writing blogs. Um, I'm helping people on the side. So I wanted to, like everybody else, I have costs to maintain this. And I thought, if people can't spend 1995 on their health and yet will spend tens of thousands of dollars on chemotherapy, on the next great thing that comes along, they'll spend thousands of dollars trying it on the Facebook groups. People will go down to Mexico and spend untold tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to try and heal, when spending $20 on the book, getting the protocols, to list all the information, and spending maybe $300 a month on products to heal, to cure their own cancer. And I say cure. I've had 2 PET scans in a row, no cancer. My last one was October the 28th. I had my last PET scan. Absolutely no cancer anywhere from head to toe.
That's great, dude. You don't have. If you look at the comments, people are saying you don't have to defend your position. Of course, it's your work. You should be paid for it, as everybody should. And dude, $20. You spend more than that. You and a friend go to McDonald's. That's more than $20. You know what I'm saying? So it's a ridiculously reasonable price. Any normal book is like $20. So it's amazing. It's great that you're. I'm just happy that you went through. I mean, even though it was a brutal experience, of course, but I'm happy you woke up out of it and you were able to turn it into a positive thing, which is what our whole project is about: taking something negative, doing the highest version that you can. So for you, that was curing yourself, writing this book, and now you can help hundreds, maybe thousands. Who knows how many people? Maybe the book will go viral. Who knows? But it's just amazing what you're doing, and I like how it's no nonsense, no bullshit. Just like, hey, here's my story. Here's what I did. Here's the book. And don't listen to big pharma. But everybody's getting that one. But it still shocks me that there's still people out there who trust them. But people are on their own process, Greg. We just got to trust that people are going to wake up when they're ready to wake up, and it'll be perfect for them. But let's we can all agree on that there have been frustrating moments in the last 4 years for all of us. I think we can agree on that one. But it's it's all good. It's all good. It's happening.
Yeah. People have to get into the live streams like you do. Listen to people like the doctors that are speaking out.
Speaking of, yeah, there's so many.
Dr. Marcus Nagashi, Daniel Nagashi, McCullough,
There's
Peterson.
many. Yeah.
Listen to them. They're telling you the truth. They're putting their licenses on the line. There's
Well, the
there's
Great
hate.
Barrington the Great Barrington Declaration had what was it 17,000 doctors? I think it's more now, and they all came out. It's just they're not going to put it on the TV, right? But it's thousands
Yeah,
and thousands of people speaking out now.
yeah.
What's up, Luke?
It's needed. The information has to get there. People have to wake up to this. I get
Yeah.
people, yes, I get people messaging me on the Facebook, and they say, "Yeah, right, buddy. Yeah, right." Well, hey, you haven't had cancer yet. When you get it, you're going to be grasping at every lifeline you can.
Yep.
And like you say, yeah, the McDonald's thing was good because if you go to McDonald's, and I don't eat there, but when people do, you're spending more than $20.
Yep.
You're spending more than 20. Think of
That's
watching,
crazy.
renting a movie from Netflix. How many you do in a month or whatever. If you can't spend $20 on yourself to learn, and I'm not saying I'm the the next big thing, but I put my heart, my soul into this, and I don't know how many people are out there are believers, but I put my trust in God, and my faith and my natural products got me through.
That's right.
You
You
know,
remind me of that. Your last line there. It's a good place to end. It reminds me of one of my jokes. That is a good one. You know, the creator made everything perfectly. You know, our eyeballs, our heart, our breath, everything works perfectly. It's fucking amazing. But on the day God made our immune system, God fucked up. But don't worry, God made Bill Gates, who's going to fix your immune system. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? It absolutely doesn't make any sense. Everything works great. The sun, the moon, the trees, everything works great, but not your immune system. Oh, no. No, no, no. You need big pharma.
but
Come on, guys.
God gave us a brain to reason. People start using it.
People don't
Start
like it.
using your brain.
They don't want to use it, Greg.
No, they don't want you using your brain. Absolutely not. They want you to be just another farm animal out there. And, like I say, you're just a walking, talking dollar sign. That's all you are. When you die, they take you off their income ledger. That's all it is.
Yep.
Change them to me, and put yourself as the first pronoun, I. I am going to heal myself.
Mm.
I am not going to believe big pharma. I am going to take control of my life, and I'm going to enjoy a quality of life. And people, I'm enjoying a quality of life.
That's beautiful.
And I just want to, just I pray for people to wake up, uh, and like you say, the Creator gave everything to us, and He gave us the tools out there. He gave us the natural products, and it's there for a reason. As it was said many, many thousand years ago, let your food be your medicine. Heal thyself and trust in God because He's going to get you through this.
That's it. Always trust in the G. That's it. That's a good place to end. Greg,
Trust in God.
it was so good having you on there. It was amazing. I have a feeling we'll get some nice clips out. Hopefully, you'll get other people reaching out to you, and you'll do some more shows, and you'll get your book out there. And hopefully, we'll see it on Amazon or somewhere top 100. That'll be amazing. Just be like, bam, right there. I don't know. They probably don't want that happening, but it could happen. It could happen. So thank you so much. I send you infinite love. I'll post in our Telegram group and our Twitter, your website, to make sure everybody has it. And just have an epic day and just keep crushing it, keep doing what we're doing, and hopefully you'll be around a long time spreading the knowledge.
Perfect. I wish everybody the best. God bless, and everybody have a great day.
All right. Much love to you, my friend. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.
Bye. Bye.
All right. That was Mr. Greg. Mr. Greg dropping the knowledge. This book is terrifying. It's so huge. So if you got to read it, read it. But I mean, I'm not gonna get sick. But if I do, I'm gonna just drink my own urine because that's my favorite solution. Dry fasting and urine therapy. Those are my favorite cancer cures. But no, listen. Different strokes for different folks. So many ways. That's what drives me crazy. There's like so many solutions to every health problem, and that people trust big pharma. It's ridiculous. So listen, guys. I guess Luke want to come say hi. I guess we can do a little quick say hi. Here, look, I'll give you the. Oh, hang on. I'll give you the link. All right, Luke. There's a link. You can pop in if you want. I've been drinking my urine since 2015. It's delicious. Look at this face. 67 years old. Don't look a day over 32. So good. I have a huge announcement. We were gonna tell you guys eventually, but I'll do a pre get everybody sort of where you know, but then we'll do the official one with all the details and everything that'll happen. But you guys know we got our charity unlock happening next week. It's very exciting here. I'll bring on Luke Mungo, one of our kimchi knights, one of the Kimchinians. He's a good guy. What's up, Mr. Luke? How's it going?
Hey, it's good, man. How you doing?
Good to see you. Look at you with your little hat. You can be on the line when I make a big announcement for people, because we're all really excited. We're like keeping it. We're just working in the background, and then we're like, we'll tell them eventually. But here's the announcement, and then you could tell us what you're up to. So next week we got our charity unlock in like a week or so, and so we're gonna have a bunch of tokens to send to healers. That's our mission, supporting the healers. But we were really meditating on like what would be a way to do the most good. And on our team, what really felt amazing for us was giving funds to healers who can have like a fund basically to help people who are sick, people who have cancer, or basically people who really need help and don't have the funds to actually work on themselves and can't see these professionals. So we're basically starting a kimchi wellness fund that accessible to anybody that can basically get help when they're actually sick. So it's helping the practitioners help more people and directly giving funds to people most in need. So that felt good for us. And we're really stoked. So we're going to be sending millions and millions of kimchi tokens next week to our practitioners, and they're going to be hopefully not running away and spending it on crack cocaine, because that would be awkward. They better do good with that money. No, we vet everybody. So that's exciting. It's really exciting. So I just want to let the community know, even though that's a week away, if anybody knows, if you still know amazing practitioners, do still send them to us. Fill out the form on the website. And if you know people who may have health problems or be sick, get them to tune in next week. Get everyone to tune in next week, because next week we're talking to some amazing people, and we're sending people millions and millions of kimchi tokens to help people in need. So it's going to be a hell of a show. It's going to be a life-changing show. We've been building up to this. We've been around for a while, and a lot of stuff happening in the background. But this is kind of like, this was the point of the project, to have a crypto that's a conscious crypto that does good, that actually funds people in need. And so now it's happening. So we're really, really stoked. And we can still sneak in if somebody, you know what I'm saying? If somebody knows somebody amazing that's doing something magical, have them reach out to us. But we're going to be going for a long time. So if they don't make it on this one, they'll make it on the next one. It's all good. So that's that's exciting.
That is exciting.
And make sure, I'm assuming everyone's on the Telegram, but there's going to be a couple more interviews to listen to on audio, so everybody knows who all the healers are. So make sure to be on the Telegram group in case you're just on Twitter and not on Telegram. Be on both, because certain things we're just announcing in there. And it's going to be a crazy show next week from Athens, Greece. The team's going to be in Athens, so we'll be eating those gyros, eating those delicious Greek foods, and checking out the Parthenon while doing the show. It's going to be great.
Very good.
What's going on with you, sir? One of our original or old school Kimchinians. What's happening over there?
Yes. Well, I'm gonna match you here. Put mine.
Oh, he's got his blue light glasses. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yes. I don't want to say this but maybe my ego wants to say that I think I might have been the one to first speak Kimchinians.
I think you were, dude. You were, and I was going to give you that intro, but I didn't want to big up your ego too much, because we're trying to be humble. You know what I'm saying? We want to keep our ego small and come from love. So I'm like, don't big up his ego. Just introduce him like a good man. Don't big him up too much. Now you done fucked up. Now everybody knows. Now everybody knows you came up with the term first.
Because I'm top guru.
You're top number one guru.
Yeah, man. Well, it's nice to be on here. I was just at a farmer's market, meeting lots of good peeps, sharing the freedom vibes, truth vibes, and It's going good. It's still pretty warm out here near Chicago, and meeting lots of great Canadians. Yeah, it was great to meet Paul and Kathy in person. That was super epic. Got to lay on the mat, and Paul gave me a impromptu adjustment.
Oh, you lucky man. I haven't had an adjustment in so long. Dude, I was going to fly down to America just to vote for Trump as a Canadian because apparently anyone can vote for anybody in America. So I was going to go up, round up all my freedom people, go in there and just we were going to go to California just to get some extra votes in. But, I was too lazy to fly back to North America. But that would have been a funny video. Me just sneaking into America, little snow Mexican getting in there with my boats. It would have been a good video, I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, I'm sure it would have. Yeah, I didn't cast anything out there, any spells for any puppets, but I was at a event. I was listening to a very wealthy Asian man speak, and I saw in the hotel lobby, like 10 p.m. that night, election night, was like Kamala's looking like she's gonna win, but I guess it was a landslide. And then Luke Mucho Mungo. Oh, thanks, True Soldier. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I had an analogy come through recently, and then somebody shared a clip from A Bug's Life. I was thinking about this clip from A Bug's Life. There's these two mosquitoes. They're flying along, and then there's this big, those purple, balloons. Those like purple zapper things that, they lure the bugs in, and then they zap them, kill them. And then there's these two mosquitoes, and one's like, "Oh, it's so pretty, I have to go." And the other guy's like, "Wait, no, don't do it." He's like, "But I can't help myself." He dies. That's what I was thinking about for me. All these Joe Rogan interviews with Tim Dillon and Theo Vaughn and Elon, and then JD Vance and Trump were all in there before. And it's like, I feel really driven towards certain things to really bring true success in my life holistically. And all this puppet show, the bread and circus, the major light that they're casting to take people's energy, I feel like is this whole Trump stuff. And they're still milking it. They're going to keep milking it. Joe Rogan, getting more millions of men. And just, I don't know. I just wanted to share that because I noticed it in the Telegram chat too. People are all up giving all their opinions and thoughts about it.
Yeah, but I mean, it is. I get it. Like it is interesting, especially if you're aware, like as some people are, and I think a lot of the Kim Jong-unians are pretty awake to what's happening on the planet. So when you're aware that the forces of darkness have been running pretty much every aspect of this planet for thousands of years, and it seems like the forces of light are actually doing a lot of good, and all this truth coming out. It's not a coincidence. There are forces on the good side really making moves to get all this information out. So if you're really aware of of what's happening, a lot of really good things are happening right now, which I think are going to lead to a planetary awakening of epic proportions. So it is exciting. It is exciting when you see like Rogan and Elon Musk talking about the deep state and the corruption and just all the shit that's going on, and Candace Owens and all these people with huge followings just dropping truth bombs about what's going on. Like you can't control a population that's fully awake to what you're trying to do. You can't. Ignorance has been their tool, secrecy and ignorance. So the people just waking up to the agendas, that's huge. We are not going to be on the same planet 5-10 years from now. No way. Oof. No way, bro. Who's paying 75% taxes when is your carpet bombing children? Nobody's going to be paying those taxes, bro. It's over. We're coming into the end game, baby, but it might get messy. But the point is, you can enjoy the show, but live your life. That's what I was talking about at the beginning of the show. You can enjoy it, but oh, this is funny. This person's crazy. Look at your funny memes. Have a laugh. Sure. But spend your life force energy building something that you want to see. Build something in this world. Learn a skill. Do something that's going to help yourself, help other people, and build that ideal earth that you want to live on. Build that. And yeah, look at your funny memes and look at your favorite Joe Rogan show and laugh at how insane it is. Sure. But don't make that the focus of your life. If you're eating Doritos and watching Joe Rogan, 12, 20 hours a day, you ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like keep your entertainment, and live your purpose, because that's what you're here for. That's all I'm saying, sir.
Yeah, I feel that too. I've been there too. And then I've also been thinking like, well, if that's where our attention goes, then is the ultimate game our energy, our life force, the loosh, then is that going towards that? And are a lot of people that think they're, awake and aware and building, are they just still feeding that? That's kind
It
of
can
what
be.
I
You
feel,
have to be careful.
and
There's this great book called Transurfing, and he basically talks about egregores, right? And
oh
they're like
shit.
they're just these. There's the whatever you put your energy into, you're feeding that egregore, and it doesn't matter. Like you just got to be aware. So if it's any idea that you have it, if you're like going on about it, you're feeding that idea and you're creating that, and
Right.
that means you're going into a timeline where that's relevant. So if you're all about, like whatever, pick any fucking topic. If you're all about angels, you're like, it's all about the angels, you're gonna save us. You're gonna keep manifesting all kinds of angel crazy shit. And if you're all about UFOs, you're like, there's UFOs everywhere. They're lying about the UFOs. You're gonna keep discovering crazy UFO shit all the time, and it's gonna whatever reality you want to manifest. I want to focus on what's the new earth where everybody knows we're all one and we love each other and all the technology comes out. Everybody has enough food. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's making that sweet love. And all the government structure, they just collapse. And people just remember that we're all one consciousness and nobody pays taxes because you're like, why would I pay to enslave myself?
Right.
Why would I give money to criminals? I would never do that. That's stupid. You don't have to explain it to people. People will just get it and be like, I'm just going to love on everybody because we're all one consciousness. That's where we're going. But like how quick we get there is really a question of how much people want to just decide that that's what they want to put their energy into, and work at it, and we're going to see so many. It's such a great thing. People are like, oh, we're going to lose our jobs. Good. All those bullshit finance jobs and people sitting in offices are fucking miserable. They haven't been outside, haven't touched grass in like 4 years.
Yeah.
Dude, you need to lose your job. Being unemployed would be the best thing for you, bro. Maybe you actually will go for a walk in some fresh air and think about your life a little bit if you lost your job. You know what I'm saying? So it's good. God bless AI and all the people that are going to lose their shitty jobs that just might have a spiritual awakening experience and remember who the fuck they are. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man, that's funny. A video popped up from probably 23 years ago of Alex Jones opening up for Doug Stanhope.
Nice.
And he's talking about the war and losing your job and all this stuff. It just reminded me of that. And yeah, not building freaking fences or like nets around buildings so that when people try to jump out of it, they just get caught and like rolled back into the building to keep making iPhones for $4 a fucking pop.
You keep making an iPhone. How dare you commit suicide? That's $2.50 off your pay.
But I want to bring it back to Paul, man. His birthday's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, that's right.
Yeah, dude.
That's right.
You and I were on a live stream. It was almost 4 years ago, and he popped on there too. It was right after I had done peyote for the very first time.
Oh, nice. I got to get Paul on the show. Actually, I just have. I'm actually super stoked.
Yeah.
I was going to build it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get a little thing going, and then be like, Paul, we got the show with big following. People love it. People are crazy. So, but we'll get him on here pretty soon. People will lose their shit, man. If they don't know Paul, they're just gonna be like, "What the fuck?" People are gonna the love is gonna hit them. People will be like, "I love everybody," and it's gonna be great. People are gonna cry. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I can share I took like a screen recording of that live, so I can share that too with anyone that wants to see that. When Paul pops on, we were talking about the new Earth coming in, and now it's really cool timing. Trump's back, and whatever's going to come of all that. It's interesting.
I think he's a great actor. I think he's doing a great job. I think Elon's doing a great job. I think Rogan's doing I think they're all doing a great job, including the bad guys. I think Klaus Schwab's doing a great job. I think Bill Gates is fantastic. Dr. Fauci, fucking awesome. Biden, all 28 people playing Biden, I think they're all wonderful. I think they're going to need 28 Academy Awards just for Biden. They'll be like, can we get everyone up here for Biden, please? We're going to need a bigger stage. Can we get a bigger stage? There's not enough. We don't have space to do the Biden Award because there's so many people. It'll be funny, and they'll all take off their little mask at the same time. We'll be like, oh, Jim Carrey's one of the 28. Look at that. We were right. It was Jim Carrey and 27 other people. It's going to be a great time.
I voted for Hunter Biden, so I'm still waiting for him to come back into office.
I don't know.
Oh, the kimchi tokens. Hopefully, he doesn't siphon any. And
Here's
go buy
here's
more.
my question. Here's my question, because it's a little bit quiet right now. There's like there's no major. They're not doing any major. They were like pushing like all different flus and the bird flu. And Trump's like completely crushes it. And everyone's just chilling. Everyone's like, for the most part, there's some lefties, paid shills protesting in New York or whatever. But like, do you feel like there's going to be like they're going to, because they have to, if they're going to pull something to stop Trump, they got to do it now. They got like 2 months before inauguration, right? So like World War III, another assassination, some crazy ass shit. Do you think shit's going to get fucking crazy before January, or do you think it's like no one's even listening to them anymore and it's like it's all good? What do you think? You think they're going to try some crazy ass shit or what? Because a lot of people do. I feel like they may try some crazy ass shit.
I
It's
wouldn't
too
be
easy otherwise. Trump comes in, they fucking put everyone in jail and take down Big Pharma. Come on, bro. They got to try something. What do you think?
Maybe they're licking their wounds right now and trying to, how do we pull something off here where they try to kill him. That video I sent you, that woman, Aldora, that channel Aldora and Saman, analogy they put out maybe 3-4 years ago was that it's like the octopus, the head's been cut off, the Leviathan's been, and then all the tentacles are going in all these different directions. It's disorganized and crazy.
It feels like that. It really feels like that. Did you see those videos I posted up on my Instagram of all these like huge celebrities from the Avengers movie that's like trying to be funny, trying to get people to like, to vote for Kamala and shit. And it was so bad. Dude, Ben Stiller made a video. Dude, it was so obviously just, they're not happy saying it, and you can tell they're not in their nice houses. They're in some, like, it looks like a fucking prison or some random house. So I feel, it feels like a lot of these people are already in jail or have been like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, these celebrities are not happy. Have you seen photos of Obama recently? Dude, he looks like he's about to be shot by a firing squad. Like, I think these people have all lost, and we're just it just hasn't been revealed yet. But I think it's all over. I think it's pretty much all over.
I think the global awakening and healing aspect, looking back, I went to like a woke left college and was really pissed off during my time there, trying to do comedy, getting yelled at for being a straight white male, watching Milo Yiannopoulos, Gavin McInnes, all these people, Jordan Peterson, trying to like, I'm right about this, but all these people. And then now seeing it 6 years later, whatever, it's like all coming out. And part of me wants to be like, I told you people so. Y'all been racist and sexist and misandrous towards me. But really, it's like, if you fell for that, you swallowed that. Like, I went in right when Trump got elected. Everyone thought the world was going to end. And now it's like, okay, I've been building New Earth with you and other people this whole time, last 4 years-ish. And then these people, if they swallowed it that hard, they're going to be really, really hurting. And it's not up to me to say, I told you so. And it's like, well, here are the systems we have in place. And here's some resources. You can do some research. And I think that's the time that we're in. And there's plenty of people making fun of the libs and whatever else.
They're getting their asses handed to them. It's great. They're just being systematically destroyed. It's so much fun to watch. Again, as entertainment, just entertainment. Don't be attached to it. Just watch the lefties get taken down and destroyed. It's great. It can lead to their spiritual awakening. That's really when your whole reality melts down, your whole ego-based, selfish reality. You have to. At some point, you're going to turn to the Creator and be like, "What?" And maybe the Lord will be like, "Bam," because you're God having this experience as a human, and none of this is real. Wake the fuck up. And that can happen. So it's just all an opportunity for self-realization. That's how I look at it. Everything, all the crazy shit.
Yeah, in 2020, when Biden won, I was in Chicago. People were honking on the street like, yeah, woo, we did it. I'm like, bro, you guys are just honking because you hate Trump so much, because you've been brainwashed to hate this human being so much. That's like the excitement. It was quite scary. And then to see how it unfolded now, I mean, I didn't do nothing.
It's weird because when I was up 4 years ago, 2020, I was watching the elections. I saw the voting and I saw Trump was way ahead. It was clear that he won. And I was awake at it was like 4 a.m. where it was like, boop, oh, there's another, whatever it was, 200,000 votes out of nowhere. And I was with Paul and Kathy and I was like, Did they just drop 200K votes extra? And they fucking stole it. And we watched them do it in real time. We knew it.
Mhm.
And then the whole time after, like weeks after, I was like, nah, they're just allowing the bad guys to look like they stole. Then they're gonna arrest everyone. They're not gonna let Biden run shit for 4 years. There's no fucking way. And they did, and it's weird, but they did. They allowed them to ruin, just to expose themselves fully, so that then we can come and kick their ass, and now everybody's awake. So, or most people. So, if you look at it in retrospect, it actually makes sense. Let them steal one,
Right.
so to show their true colors of how fucking incompetent and evil these people really are, destroying America, which, as a Canadian, I actually think is the greatest country in the world. Believe it or not, it's got its problems, but would I trade in my Canadian passport for an American one? You goddamn right I would. And I want a shotgun as I cross the border and a burger. Because the Constitution is truly amazing. We don't have that. But so it's actually, I think it's a brilliant work of art. Let the enemy do the craziest evil shit for 4 years, and now everyone's gonna see what that is, and they're gonna see that was clearly stolen in 2020. I think everyone's going to realize in the next few months. Everyone's going to know, oh, they actually stole 2020. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
And it's because the amount of votes each year is the same. Every year it's about the same amount of votes for Democrats, and then boom, it's 15 million extra in 2020. And where did those people all die to COVID? They all died of COVID this year. They didn't come out. The votes don't make no sense.
Monkeypox.
So you can see it. You can see the lie now.
Yeah, and then all these people that were so aggressively hating Trump. Now it's like, well, now you got 4 more years of them, and
it's gonna be great.
there you
I'm
go.
ready to go. I can't wait. Once he's in, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna see my friends in San Diego. I'm gonna go to Sedona,
Yeah,
see my people, do some comedy shows. It's gonna be great. I'm waiting. Trump get
Yes.
back in. I'll be back next summer. It's gonna be awesome.
Yes, I'm excited to come see you down here too. I want to do more shows. I got a lot of songs. I got more jokes prepared. When you came to Chicago like a year ago, I was in a weird spot. I had actually just like kind of crashed my car into a freaking metal thing like 10 days before that. And I smoked some Colorado ganja from Kenny, and I was all
You
and,
gotta blame Kenny. His weed always too strong. Kenny weed always too strong. Don't ask Kenny for weed. Ask him for anything but weed. It'll mess you up. Well, listen, broski, it's good seeing your beautiful face. Next time, don't try to wear glasses that look cooler than mine. It ain't gonna work out. Okay, so just come on normal. You don't have to show off and shit. But it's good seeing your beautiful face. And yeah, I'll see you in the Telegram. And make sure to be here for next week's show. That's the big one. That's the big one, sir.
Okay, next week's show. I'll put it on my phone. Is it man YouTube again?
We don't stream YouTube because they take it straight down, bro. We stream to X, but I put clips up everywhere.
Because I'm on YouTube right now.
I didn't even select. Oh my God, I'm streaming to YouTube by mistake. Whoop. All right, I fucked up. Sorry about that. This will be erased from YouTube. I guarantee you within 10 minutes of me taking this down. That's going to be our second YouTube strike. So I won't be streaming to YouTube. I'll just be streaming to X. Yeah. Oopsie.
Is there a way to save this video?
Yeah. Everything gets saved automatically. Everything goes on X. Yeah.
Cool. Musk. In Musk we trust.
In Musk we don't. But I love him. I don't. Dude, the electric cars are so stupid. It's the dumbest thing. They're so stupid.
The doors open up while people are driving in them.
Stupid. Don't worry. All those cars are going to be replaced and taken over by Kesh Foundation plasma technology. It's going to be fine. Kesh is going to save the day. I'm sure of it.
Nice.
He's going to do a deal. He's going to have to do a deal with Elon Musk. But don't worry. We'll educate everybody about Mr. Kesh in another show. We don't have time for that shit today. That's a big one. All right, my friend. I love you mucho. See you in the next one.
You too.
Peace.
Thanks for having me on.
Okay, my friend.
Okay, very good.
See you later. Very good. Everybody's like, they're racist. They're just doing Indian head bobbing motions. It's true. We're not pretending that we're not racist. Listen, we're awake to the government and to spirituality and to health and freedom stuff. We didn't say we weren't racist. Good. Glad we cleared that up. So this has been a good show. I like it when we get to just hang out with a cool guest, drop some knowledge, have a bonus person randomly show up and just hang out with us, where I get to like be a little silly and just let loose and just have fun with you guys. So that was nice. I actually signed up for a shield space, so I'm going to go talk about Dr. Kimchi on Twitter. not exactly sure when my time slot is, but it's just started, so I'm going to do that at some point. And yeah, we're really stoked. Next week's show is going to be a big show, so be there. Tell the people. Be there next week. Next week's going to be like really juicy. It's going to be fantastic. And that's it. Let's not go on forever. We're coming up on 2 hours. I think that's good enough for today. Thank you all for being here. Do us a favor. We're going to put some clips out from today. Just 1 or 2 clips. Give it a little thumbs up. Do a little share. Whatever clip from any of our shows that you like. That it's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on Telegram. It's going to be on X. Share it with a friend. It's going to take you 10 seconds to be like, this is a nice clip. Check out this show. So we get a little clips going out there and, build it up. Get the word out about our little project. And anybody who may need assistance with their health or anyone who's a great healer, tell them to tune in next week. It's going to be a hell of a show. All right, everybody. Hope you have an absolutely amazing week, and we will see you in Telegram. We'll see you on Twitter. We'll be back here next Sunday at the same time. Much love to you all. See you soon.